What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Beats and the New York Giants. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 50, play.
Time to go right now. Double tight, guys, double tight.
X3, 218, chop.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Go! 70, Indy. Two draw quarter.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. They'll make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And on their first drive, they're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make it.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Focus, defense, focus.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll set up to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jones now off the play fake and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you, fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he's got his man on the out route.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now Jones. Off play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they rattle off a big one. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that?
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Go out. Bravo.
2nd and 3. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A nice little juke. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
We want it. Look, squeeze.
Watch the shoot.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
They'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. On play action, they'll throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready?
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, Zoom.
40-40 for Mike. It's a party now.
Fine.
He'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. It's Knight. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
There you go. General West. Hey, Orbit. Get it.
On first down, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And this is going to be intercepted. able to get there and pick it.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 33 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Smooth.
Mark 52, Mark 52.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they are able to cut into that lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that trims the lead down to 9.
19. Giants 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the 1st quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the 1st, but he only makes it to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a straight sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half, too, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready?
At the 44-yard line.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Now.
2nd and 11. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Knight, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Here comes Cohen. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Check. 80 weapons. Step.
Jones off the play fake. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
5.
Looking to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The throw over the middle taken in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
2 times. Alert. 3 down.
22 jet bomber. Go. Deep river.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw. Rolling to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw. Jones going for the deep ball. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 61, matchbox lights. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Knight. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, you got 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.